And now the starting line.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Dallas. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, the Los Angeles Clippers. They're sixth in the conference.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with Chris Dunn, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Dinwiddie. Oh, good with the triple. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Thompson with the bucket.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a 3 go unanswered. Big-time shot.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Jason Kidd.
Our coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. So, of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Thanks, David. And talk about fit doors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night. Well, the pure shooting stroke is the first thing you think of with Klay Thompson. But I think as impressive is what he gives you on the defensive end of the floor. Klay Thompson is as hard a worker as there is in the NBA.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Now here's Powell. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Here's Dinwiddie. 4-point game. Thompson for 3. And Jones pulls it down. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Harden. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is what you call pre-shot preparation. Being prepared on the catch to fire before the defense can react. That is nicely done by James Harden.
Now we'll look at the stats for James Harden.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now, here is Harden. Spencer Dinwiddie missing his last shot. Powell, that's good.
Powell can really shoot it from 3. That's a great possession for this team.
Thompson passes to Washington. 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes. He has yet to score. Basket good.
Well, this isn't a frequent scoring area for Grimes, but I'll tell you, take the mid-range jumper.
For 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dallas moving the ball around. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Dunn looking over the floor. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. Nailed from 3-point land.
Well, just so deft at finding angles to score in a pick-and-roll situation. Nice job by Chris Dunn.
Thompson outside. tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Powell kicks to Harden. Jones with the screen on Dinwiddie. Harden can't hit. The Mavericks trailing. Washington passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Grimes. On the wing, Thompson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Dunn finds Zubac. And Harden wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Grimes passes to Thompson. Now Lively. Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Well, James Harden's ability to put it on the deck and get to the cup is elite. And because of that size and frame, he's going to finish most often.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Amir Coffey's checked in for Dunn. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Fourth, James Harden.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
You know, you're right. Looking at some of the best teammates in the NBA right there. Each of those players such a joy to play with. Because when they're at the helm of an offense, the ball's always moving, everyone's involved, the game just flows.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Can they get it? Doesn't go that time.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Zubac with the screen for Harden. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 10 points. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Dallas. Powell for 3, the rebound by Washington. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. A 3 ball. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Harden. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 12 points for him.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Doris with Nowitzki and Doncic. The Mavericks have gone from one great European player to another.
And you could tell the one year that Luka got to play with Dirk, Kevin, he absolutely loved it. He got to learn from a Hall of Famer and a champion. What better way to start your career?
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Jones. And Porter subbed in for Norman Powell.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Stolen by Bamba. Outside Porter. And Bamba now top of the key. Back to Harden. Bamba setting the pick for Harden. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Marshall. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 9. Harden outside. Up top Bamba. Back to Harden. Bamba a screen on Kleba. Harden's shot is off. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Here's Porter. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. There's 1:59 left in the first. Here's Gafford. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Al Harden. He's got 15. Pass to Bamba. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Boy, it's just normal to see now, right? 7-footers like Mamba making threes. Has this league changed or what?
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. And I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Prosper's checked in. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s, Doris, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
This is so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
And the Clippers have possession after the Mavericks pick up 3. Jones, no luck.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Pass to Marshall. Gafford sets the pick for Marshall. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 5. It's Porter outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. They kept going to him again and again. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Then it's Harden. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Coffey in at the 2-guard. The shot by Powell, no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate. Oh my goodness, what a gritty finish from Zubac. Big fella, okay.
Pass to Grimes. Off target with his 3. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, they caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Mavericks trail by 5. Washington kicks to Dinwiddie. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Lively. And the rejection by Zubac.
What a great defensive play by Ivica Zubac. This guy just gives you great effort defensively.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Zubac, a screen on Washington. They get it again. That one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Dunn, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Powell. Harden with it. Launches a three. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
The free throw drops for Powell. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Grimes with the bucket. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Dunn dishes to Powell. Zubac's a screen on Dinwiddie. It's blocked.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Powell, and that's off the glass and in. Powell's got 7 points.
Well, the more Norman Powell makes these shots, the more confidence he gains, the more of a problem he becomes.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Dinwiddie. Zubac finds Dunn. Dunn sets a screen for Powell. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. He's got 10.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
And it's Washington missing. Clippers leading by 5. It's Powell on the wing. Outside, Jones. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. Misses the 3. The Mavericks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5-10. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And the free throw, no good.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
First one falls for him.
What you love about Norman Powell historically is he knows his role is professional scorer.
And so Powell nails both of them.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Pass to Marshall. Lets the three fly. And Jones pulls it down. Clippers leading by 5. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Powell.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Mavericks trailed by 7. Guarded by Harden. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
They set the pick. Grimes knocks down the 3-ball. Grimes has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, big night for Grimes, and this is what he gives you a glimpse of at times, the ability to sustain an offense.
Good on the 3-point shot.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's Grimes. He's got 13. Pass to Gafford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Marshall with it. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Powell for 3. That shot is off.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Dunn. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Listen, there are a few guards in this league who can overpower defenders, but Dunn, that rare breed.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Checked in for Los Angeles. Porter comes in for James Harden. And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. Second, the Mavericks.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Craig, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Shooting 1.
And that one misses.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Powell, that's good.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender. Norman Powell on the dribble drive. Okay, I see you.
Porter with a block. Dunn finds Jones. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And good that time. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Bamba. Outside Porter. From the top of the key, and the jumper is on the mark. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Thompson kicks to Kleba. Here's Powell. And Powell with the block.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Dunn. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 4 points, 2.5 steals, and 3 rebounds. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Mavericks trailed by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Not someone you want to send to the foul line. Klay Thompson is nearly automatic from there.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jones checked in for Powell. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Dunn. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, Jones. Porter with the screen for Jones. Cranes the three-pointer. Jones has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
There's the screen. Prosper. His three-pointer is off the mark. Clippers leading by 16. The tray. Thompson with the rebound. Defended by Jones. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Mavericks have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Bamba. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Porter. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 15. Morris outside. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. The Clippers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And here's Jones. He's got 6. On the wing, Porter. Goes up the baseline, and the shot goes in. Porter's got 9. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Then, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot. Oh, sorry. One more time.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Checking out Los Angeles. They're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, there's some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Mavericks.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Mavericks trail by 17, and one forward, Thompson, and the other forward, Washington. Then it's Derek Lively. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Harden against Dinwiddie. He tries for 3, drains it from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Mavs. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. Pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for 1, P.J. Washington.
Well, for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
Powell, the pass to Harden. Done outside. 5 on the clock. Screen by Zubac. The 3 from Harden, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Harden's got 21.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Lively the pass to Grimes, and he jams it with authority.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there. You just put it in the vicinity of Derek Lively. You think you overthrow it, Lively goes and gets it.
And when we talk about players with great upside, Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
Powell against Thompson. Powell, that's good.
If you give up deep post positioning to Norman Powell, forget about it. This guy is skilled at scoring in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Dinwiddie outside. Dallas moving it around. Five to shoot. Here's Grimes. Dallas again missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Jones with the screen on Thompson. Up top, Powell. He's covered by Thompson. The shot by Powell, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Taking a look here at numbers for Zubac. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging 13 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
That one is off.
Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Marshall comes in for Klay Thompson. He hits the second from the line.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Powell. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Back to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer on the way. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Clippers leading by 11. Harden surveying the D. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 7 points for Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
For the screen on Jones. And here's Washington outside. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Harden. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got 8 rebounds in this game. Grimes passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Washington. And the rejection by Harden. Marshall inside the three-point line. And it's good off the back rim and in. And so here are the Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Lets it go with the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Dinwiddie against Harden. Pass to Grimes. Shot clock at 6.
Well, he's 6'5" with a strong frame. Mr. Grimes is not afraid of a little contact, folks.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
First free throw is good.
Well, Quentin Grimes remains a young player who is defense first. He can be a lockdown guy, and he's just continuing to build confidence offensively.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Dunn. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Harden. Drilled from 11 feet out. Harden's got 23.
Well, if it's James Harden taking the mid-range, I'm fine with it. This guy is a 3-level scorer par excellence.
Pass to Gafford. Shoots over Zubac. Good work there as it goes. Gafford's got 6.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Harden the pass to Coffey. Zubac in the post. Covered by Gafford. And that one is good from Zubac.
Well, Zubac can hit that shot from time to time. You got to contest his mid-range.
Pass to Kleba. Inside. Dinwiddie outside. Clock at 6. Tries a 3. Batum grabs the miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Mavericks, number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
A different look for the Clippers. Bamba is checked in for Zubac, and Porter subbed in for James Harden. Dinwiddie outside. Now Gafford. 6 points for him. Shoots from the elbow. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Well, Norman Powell knows his role, and that is to be aggressive on the offensive end. Great job drawing contact.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Dallas making a switch here. And he's good on the second. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. A 12-point game. Dinwiddie outside. Dallas moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Kleba kicks to Dinwiddie. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas, no good that time either.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Porter looking it over. Bamba against Kleba, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
A moment now to see the numbers for Marshall. He's been a factor for them over the last month, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Dinwiddie nails the baby hook. And that's 13 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
They swipe it. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Edwards, he's checked in for Dallas. Free throw good. Porter.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
Clippers leading by 13. Pass to Powell. Driving in. And the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got 21 in the game.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Timeout for the Clippers.
Making a switch here. Lively's checked in. Jones checked in for the Clippers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
One of the things I admire most about Nick Batum is how consistently he gives effort through 48 minutes. Plays with his head in the game and giving his all-out effort every play.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Prosper. For 3, Edwards. Cans it from downtown. Edwards got his first 3 points of the game.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And
this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Prosper misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jones sets the pick for Porter. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 14. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thompson. Now Dinwiddie. Lively a screen on Porter. Dinwiddie for three. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Rob. For three, Edwards. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Clippers right now, the post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Coffey in at the three, the small forward. Stolen by Washington. And here's the fast break. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, P.J. Washington. Shooting one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Zubac finds Harden. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Team foul. Chris Dunn. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. Mavericks trail by 14. Thompson outside. Lively with it. Pass to Marshall. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Powell, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Harden outside. Zubac with the screen for Harden. It's good from long range. Harden's got 26.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Pass to Marshall. From downtown, again the miss by the Mavericks. Lobs it up for Zubac. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
And did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
Pass to Marshall. Lively a screen on Powell. The offensive rebound. Here's Grimes. Connects from three-point range. 20 points for him.
Well, they specifically want Grimes to be in positions to catch and shoot, and you see why right there.
Batum sets a screen for Powell, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
From deep, Drills it from outside.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Outside, Batum.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Pass to Washington. Here's Grimes. The 9-foot shot. And another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Back to Harden. Batum finds Zubac. And here's Harden. Here's Coffey. That three off the mark. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Los Angeles with another miss.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Thompson inside the line. It's hauled in by Coffey. Coffey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Lively. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Second team foul. At the line for Dallas, P.J. Washington. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Outside, Batum. Pass to Powell. Here's Coffey. Buries the long-range jumper. Coffey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the left side wing. Tipped away. And here is Zubac. He's covered by Washington. Harden can't hit. Mavericks trail by 14. Washington with it. Zubac defending. Pass to Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Batum dishes to Powell. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. Wide open shot is on the money. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
We've seen this before. When Norman Powell's game starts to get in rhythm, he can dominate.
Lively the pass to Thompson. No good with the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Batum scanning the floor. Powell kicks to Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trailed by 13 to the wing on the left. Now Lively. Dallas moving the ball around. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, it's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks. And then for the Clippers, Porter comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Amir Coffey. On the free throw, no good.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man.
And a wide open look for Porter. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks trailed by 11. Pass to Marshall. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Grimes. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Washington against Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Porter drops them both. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 13. Pass to Washington. Lively a screen on Porter. Washington, that's good.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Powell, no one around him. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist here tonight. Washington passes to Grimes. Now here's Marshall. With the floater. No good at the rim.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Dunn misses. Mavericks trailed by 14. Washington passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Grimes. To the paint. Trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Harden. The Clippers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. And they pick up 2.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, pretty play.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Get out of the seat and on your feet for the D-Town Crew.
checked in for Najee Marshall.
For your defense, crew.
To the right side. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Here's Lively. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Zubac kicks the quarter. Shoots the three. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. From deep, Harden. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Zubac with the screen for Harden. No good on the three.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Lively. Shot clock at 5. Harden inside the three-point line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harden's got 28.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They just shot much better, and that improved their confidence, I think, as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for James Harden.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And 101 left in the game. Powell in the high post. Over in the corner, Zubac. Done outside. Fires the three. Sinks the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Dinwiddie for three. No good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. James, you guys facing a back-to-back on the road, a tough schedule, but so far so good.
It's tough, man. We're a resilient team. We work extremely hard, you know what I'm saying? So put the pressure on us, but we're mentally tough. Big-time win on the road, and we got another one tomorrow.
Yeah, you win on the road with mental more than physical, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, James Harden.